This is a 2025 Extreme XP55 flatbed. My name is Ruben. I'm with Route 1 Trailers over in East Dundee, Illinois, and today we're going to review it. This flatbed is 53 feet long by 102 wide, and it is full aluminum. We're going to start in the front with the galvanized steel plate. As you can see, we have a galvanized steel plate that's never going to rust. In the top, we have a little plate over here that's about 1 feet wide by 3 feet long that is removable. You can remove those 4 little bolts and then get to your kingpin if you need to service that. Extreme has installed on the electric line over here inside a little plug. You have plus or minus where you can get the GPS, install it, and hide it and keep it in here so you know where your trailer is at all the time. Extreme is the only manufacturer that thought about having part numbers on all their little and major parts. And so if you need any replacement, if you have a damage, you need to replace it, just read the part number, call us, and we get you the exact thing that you may need. Over here we have the tire inflation light. Whenever your tire inflation system is gonna work, is gonna pump air into the tires, this is gonna light up. And as a tip, if you are the driver and you see this being on more than 10-15 minutes, that means that you might have an issue with your tires. Continuing on the side, this is equipped with winches on both sides. So you have winches on the driver's side and the passenger side. You'll also have a winch tie bar. And over here at the bottom, this winch tie bar is designed to, when you strap your load, you should use this, you should not use the rub rail. The landing gear, it's full aluminum and it's made by Jost and it's got the 10-year warranty. As you can see, we've equipped this trailer with nice features. We have a lumber rack where you can store your 4x4s, and sometimes if you don't carry that many 4x4s, you can even put your tarps on top so your deck is nice and clean at all times. Additionally, we have a load scale here that's going to be really nice, and you can check the weight all the time. You don't need to go to the truck stop and spend money on checking your weight. This trailer, it's equipped with a coil package. And what that means is you can take a coil up to 55,000 pounds right here in the 6 feet area. And we're gonna go underneath and show you what that means. The distance between the cross members standard, it's 18 inches, and you can see that over here. In the coil area, you have 6 cross members that are gonna be reinforcing the floor and the sturdiness of the trailer, so this is not going to crush under a heavy coil, and you can see those cross members over here. We have a Tare galvanized suspension that we set all aluminum wheels on low profile 22.5 tires. Those are import tires. Then over here you can see the tire inflation system and those little hoses. Here you can check the pressure of your tires, making sure that your tire inflation system pumps the correct amount of PSI into your tires. We have installed mud flaps on axle 1 and axle 2. And the reason is we're gonna put 1 or 2 toolboxes in between. And so when you mount the toolbox, all the water and all the dirt from your front axle, it's gonna go into your toolbox if you do not have a mud flap over here. On the back, we have a Fleet DOT bumper, a simple one. And I like it because this is simple. This is built with some bolts over here. And if you have a damage, if anything happens, you take the bolts out, you replace it, and it's very, very easy to get it fixed. The decking, it's all aluminum, and it has 2 wood nailers. Plus you have a J-hook channel here where you should use the J-hooks and the chains to secure your loads. On the passenger side, we've installed a tire carrier so you can keep a spare with you. And then remember I was showing you the part numbers on all the little stuff, and you can see the same thing over here. The reason why this trailer is best value for the money is the following. Number 1, the entire weight of the trailer is only 8,354 pounds. And no, this trailer is not weaker than other manufacturers. It's actually stronger. The frame is rated for 55,000 pounds in a 4-foot area. The second thing why this is good for the money is the price, because the rear axle slide system, it costs more. All those parts that are involved in the rear axle slide cost more. This is less. This trailer is also built simple. There's no fancy parts, there's nothing complicated to break down or fix during your ownership. The other advantage is the tire wear. So you think because this is fixed axle and you're gonna drag your tires on the ground, this is gonna have more tire wear than your rear axle slide. It is not true. We tested it and our customers tested it. The tire wear is gonna be similar or better than a rear axle slide trailer. With this setup, California legal, fixed axles, it's very easy for drivers to understand the state regulations regarding axle positioning and regarding weight distribution. And what I mean by that, with this you can haul 40,000 pounds, 20,000 pounds, and 20,000 pounds. This rules applies to every state. So you don't have to change anything, very simple. The disadvantages for this type of setup, California fixed spread axles, are that if you haul heavy overland loads, let's say you take a 60-foot long load, the load is gonna overhang to the back, and let's say that load is gonna be heavy. If the load is heavy and it's way too much in the back, it's gonna push too much on the trailer axle and it's gonna get you, most likely, is gonna get you overweight. Another disadvantage might be the shipper's ability to understand how to load these trailers. Usually when you go to a shipper and you say, hey, load me, I have a heavy load, they look at the light in the middle and they assume that this is the center of the weight. And so they load half in the back, half in the front. In actuality, this is not the center of the weight. The center of the weight is more in the front where you see the coil area. So when you go to a shipper, maybe you can draw a little line and you can point to that loader that, hey, this is my center of the weight. You can load half in the front and half in the back so you can get the weight balance and you're not gonna get overweight on the trailer axles. Another thing that you have to be mindful is the long tail. So whenever you park very close in between two other trucks and then you pull out, you need to check your right corner because this tail is going to swing out and you might hit the other truck that's next to you. When you do U-turns with this trailer, you got to do it very, very wide. Often you see that those flatbed tires are going to be worn out really, really bad on the side. So if you abuse it and you drag this first axle on the ground while being loaded, you're going to damage your tires and you're going to damage your alignment. You're going to have to do alignment more and more often. If you want to buy this trailer or a different flatbed, a step deck, Conestoga, or if you need any cargo equipment, please reach out to our sales department. We're going to be able to help you. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it so your friends can learn something about their flatbed experience.